Round one, continue.
You look at Minnesota, they did what they needed to do in game one. Now they just have to keep it going.
They really do. I mean, the pressure is on them to keep home court advantage. This should be a tougher game than that first one.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. Well, it didn't take long for MP to establish himself as a special player in the NBA, Grant. You wonder just where he'll end up on the all-time list when it's all said and done.
And really, it's all about time for MP. He's shown he has the skills. He passes the eye test with ease. It's a matter of seeing how long he can stretch his prime to be a dominant force year after year.
Offline with a three.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Left side Murray. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Randall left side. And here's MP from outside. Connects from downtown. MP's got 6.
Have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Here's LaVine. They double-team LaVine. Fires from deep. And there's Sabonis. That one's good. On the assist by LaVine.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The Kings have gone 1 for 3 so far. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. He's been working with his assistant coaches, trying to devise a way to contain Zach LaVine. His ability to play well above the rim, coupled with the deep range, makes him a unique challenge to defend. They're going to try to keep him off balance by showing him different looks. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Elliott, following the score by Sacramento. Sinks the tray.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Outside Fultz. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Sabonis with a screen on Edwards. Murray for 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Minnesota leading by 7. Here's MP. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. LaVine with it. Now guarded by MP. Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, you know, you give him the opportunity, and DeRozan's going to finish with authority.
And here's MP from outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
1:42 left in the first. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. The 3 is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. MP's got 18 points in the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's LaVine for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And here's MP from outside. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. MP really making a difference here.
Well, I'd think about throwing something new at him. Maybe bring another defender, force the ball out of his hands.
Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Green is subbed in for Edwards. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Lyles, he's checked in for Murray. LaRavia comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Ellis is checked in for Levine. And it's Carter in for Fultz. And another miss by Sacramento. Minnesota leading by 14. And here's MP from outside. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Here's LaRavia. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Sabonis. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Lyles. And Fournier is subbed in for Carter. Here's Ellis. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 shooting from deep. MP. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
A well-executed pull-up is so tough to stop. MP already showing that he has that shot in his skill set.
Now here's Valanciunas. It's stolen by MP. Fast break, Minnesota. Finished off the break. Elliott's got 29 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
DeRozan up top. Green covering. DeRozan looks it over. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's MP making things happen for the Timberwolves. He put up a jaw-dropping number of three-pointers. An exceptional single-quarter performance. We'll be right back. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Now, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Dante DiVincenzo out there with MP. Then there's Naz Reid. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward position. That's 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
A very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings was all business. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Now here's MP. He's got good! Another from 3.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history. Hits a three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting us.
Connects again from distance.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know he finds himself tied for 2nd place all time in three-point makes for a playoff game. Valanciunas can't get it to go. Minnesota's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. And here's MP from outside. The offensive rebound. Reed. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And Minnesota with some changes. McDaniels is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anthony Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. And Dillingham subbed in for DiVincenzo. And a new group getting ready for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Keegan Murray comes in for Lyles. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Laravia. And it's Fultz in for Ellis.
Well, LaVine is out there to finish plays, but if a guy is open, he'll make the extra pass.
And here's MP from outside. Minnesota again missing. Sacramento has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Kicks it to DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Edwards. Here's Fultz. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Sacramento shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Julius Randle's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Fultz drops them both. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. From deep, MP. And again for 3.
If you hadn't noticed already, just an incredible shooting display. And he just keeps going and going.
Well, he now owns the second most three-point makes in a game in playoff history. How about that? Here's LaVine for 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's MP from outside. The rebound by Murray. And LaVine has got the ball here for Sacramento. DeRozan passes to Fultz. Back to DeRozan. 1:24 left in the second period. That won't go. Just 2 for 7 shooting.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
And it's Elliott missing. The Kings have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. And another miss by Sacramento. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Down low. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
From deep, MP. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
26 seconds left to play in the half. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
DeRozan against MP. Outside for LaVine. 3-pointer, no good. 1 second left. That shot, no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with 0 pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back to the game after this break.
Hello and welcome, everybody.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
On the court for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Markelle Fultz is out there with Zach LaVine, and it's Sabonis in at center, locking down the middle.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Back to LaVine, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
From deep, MP. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to DeRozan. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Yeah, few guys do it better than DeRozan from the mid-range.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. MP against Fultz. MP, the pass to Gobert. And here's MP. Fires the 3. Another bucket! Wow!
You see how easily he's getting buckets? To be this hot must be a heck of a feeling.
Man, and get this. He's now tied for the 3rd most points in a playoff game ever. Sabonis with a screen on Randall. DeRozan outside. 4 on the clock. Over Edwards. And it's DeRozan missing. Minnesota's gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. From deep, MP. It's rebounded by Levine.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high.
.102 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Yet another bucket.
His offensive excellence continues to be on full display.
And he's now moved into second all-time for scoring in a playoff game.
And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
This team is playing with confidence and heart right now. They're in control of this series so far.
Yeah, no question. They're the more cohesive team right now. They're just going out there and executing their game plan.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
From outside the arc. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. And this win shows they have...
MP has put himself among the greats this season. That's a great win. But now, forget it. You let these guys like the beam, and you're going to stand there and watch it. Let me know how developing our player evaluation.
And there's always someone to watch how it is working.
We definitely watch somewhere New York Rockstars together. People
We've got the momentum. Let's keep it going.
Fans, don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway day. Come to the game, bring the family, and they get a
Round one continues.
You look at Sacramento. Even though they start this series in a hole, Greg, it wasn't entirely unexpected, but now at home, they have to put a W on the board.
And you know, Kevin, I look for them to be more comfortable here tonight. You often shoot better at home. Sometimes role players produce more at home. It's an environment and a crowd filled with energy that you're used to.
Checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He is joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's MP in at the 1.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
Wide open look here for Murray. No good from outside. Edwards against Fultz. And here's MP for 3. Rebound by the Kings. They need to put the big loss on Tuesday in the back of their mind.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Left side, DeRozan. Back to Fultz. Sabonis sets the pick for Fultz. Down low. Out to DeRozan. From outside the arc. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. And here's MP for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple. Sacramento's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Back to Fultz. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Murray for 3.
They're struggling to knock down those threes here in the early going.
Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And here's MP for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Elliott's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. And Sacramento has possession. They trail by 9 points. Fultz kicks to Sabonis. To the paint. They need this. Fultz, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
A 3 from MP. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
On the wing, Murray. Pass to Levine. Fultz with the ball. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Sacramento again missing. On the wing, MP. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
DeRozan surveying the D. Murray right side. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Sacramento played superb basketball. He picked up 67 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And here is MP after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. Elliott the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's LaVine. He's got 6. Murray for 3. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this comes up.
Now LaVine following the three-point attempt by MP. LaVine dishes to DeRozan. It's not going to go for him. MP looking around. Drills the three-pointer. Elliott's got 29 in the game.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
MP getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's cashed in.
Help him out!
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And a chance to catch up on some numbers of scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
We've got DeRozan. Ellis is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LaRavia in at the power forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. The 3 from MP. DeRozan with the rebound. The Kings trail by 21. Pass to Fournier. And here's Valanciunas. Fournier finds DeRozan. And there's the drive.
But doing what he does best. DeMar DeRozan hits the afterburner on the drive, catches the defense flat-footed.
Ellis against MP. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves. Ellis against Elliott. Pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas draws the double. Here's LaRavia. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Elliott against Ellis. And again for 3.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the net.
Now GA tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history. Ellis the pass to Valanciunas. Stolen. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. The 3 connects again from distance.
And he's notched the 3rd most three-pointers in a single game in NBA playoff history.
GA, one of the best games of his life, or anyone's, any players for that matter. He's been unstoppable. Valanciunas, the putback is no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Inside, LaRavia. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
The 3 from MP. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
to the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
I tell you, you allow Jonas Valanciunas space, and he will throw it down. He's got the size and length to make it look easy.
And here's MP for three. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Kings. And Fournier gets to Valanciunas. Fires the three. Fournier's shot is off. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 12-4 run. The three from MP. Traps in the tray. Elliott's got 47 points.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Timeout called by the Kings. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Julius Randle. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Green. For three, Levine, DiVincenzo with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Fultz kicks to Murray. And here's Fultz. No scoring in this one. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
MP outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Fultz the pass to Levine. Now here's Murray. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And there's Levine on the assist from Fultz. Levine's got 12.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Wasted no time on that one.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Sabonis. This one for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. But Timberwolves on top as they wrap up the second quarter on a 15-6 run. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They love to run. At times, it looks like a layup line. They can hit the 3, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Taking a look at the situation, and that concludes half.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randle out there with Gobert. And it's MP in at the point. The tray doesn't get it to drop for him. And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Levine with it. 12 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray, good.
And love the focus from Murray. He wants to make the most of his opportunities.
The three from MP. And good! There's another.
I mean, when have you seen a player get this hot in a playoff game?
I don't know, G. I know this, though. He now ranks third all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning. DeRozan's shot is off.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Elliott misses. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Murray. Puts the move on. The shot, no good. Randall with some nice D.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're
and another one falls. Amazing.
And he continues to move the needle, breaking his own record for the second highest points total in a playoff game. This man is on a mission.
He is a man on a mission. He just keeps going. Extra motivated to come up big in the biggest games. He has certainly done that tonight. A performance that will be remembered for a long, long time.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Fultz kicks to Sabonis. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these.
Good! Another from 3.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop it?
I don't know. And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made. LaVine wide open. Again, LaVine missing.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And, yep, another basket.
A new all-time mark for points in a postseason game. Passing his own previous record. I think that just about says it all.
What a score. You talk about the elite offensive threats to ever play in the game. He's arguably the very... And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip.
MP sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter. I have lived on this earth long enough. That was the single greatest